Hello everyone, this is Zohraiz from Zohraiz Studio, and today I'm going to recreate a medical video, and the style of this video will be somewhat similar to Zack D Films. Okay, first of all, let me play the video for you so you can have a better idea. Okay, this is the video I'm going to recreate. Okay, as you can see, there is a lot of stuff to learn. We can see how to create this X-ray effect in Blender and how you can add the transition and the internal anatomy. Okay, you can see over here. So I'm going to create this video for you and okay, let's start the work. This is Blender. I'm going to use Blender version 4.5 and let me show the character that I have already done creating for this video. And yeah, this is the character and I have already done the animation for my character. Let me play the animation for you once. Okay, this is the animation. So basically I have done this animation with the Mixamo. Let me show it. Okay. In the Mixamo, you can search the drunk, and this is the animation, drunk animation. Let me play it for you. This is the drunk animation that I downloaded it, and the second animation is drinking. This one. This is the second animation for the drinking. Okay, I just downloaded these two animations and use and combine both of the animation in my character. Okay, so here is the result. You can see. One more thing, I will also upload this character with the animation and share the link in the description. The one comment I'm receiving again and again that there is some kind of problem uh, in finding the link of the assets. So what you have to do, let me show it to you once. Okay, basically this is the video. This is my video. Uh, Part 1. Okay, and what you have to do, simply go to the description and you can find the asset link. You have to click on the link. Okay, so you will be here on this page and you can see there is a button. Click here and this button will take you to the drive where I have already uploaded the anatomy animation and the character animation. So you can use the same method to assess the assets in my upcoming videos. Okay, so back to the animation. This is my character and I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to increase the scale a bit like this. So because we have to work on the anatomy, so uh, the scale might be issue because in Blender, if there is a very small scale, it will cause problems in next steps. So I have increased the scale of my character a bit and now we can start the animation. Okay, let's have a look on the video again. This will be our first frame. You can see the character in the center and he's holding a bottle. Okay, so let's adjust the camera for the frame 1 and yeah, I'm going to split my screen into the half and This side of my window will be for my camera view, and this side will be like my workflow or the process. Okay, I'm going to add a new collection, name this one setup, or you can name it camera setup. Add a camera over here, press 0 on your keyboard, and okay, by default it is landscape. You have to change the resolution by 1080 and 1920. One more thing, I downloaded the animation from the Mixamo in 30 FPS. So make sure you are using the 30 FPS frame rate over here. Okay, just press T on the keyboard to get rid of these tools. And also you can turn this option off, show gizmo, to get rid of these things. Also turn on the overlay. Okay, this is our final result, and just add a zoom a bit. So just I have to adjust the camera over here. Okay, this is fine. I'm going to add an empty also. This is an empty, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to make the focus point using this empty. Select the camera, go to the constraint tab, and add a constraint which is the drag to, and select this empty over here. So what will happen, our camera will make sure the focus will remain on this empty every time. You can see over here, this is fine. Now uh, let's see the video again. Okay, as you can see, there are like 2 to 3 second animation. After 2 to 3 seconds, our camera is focusing on the bottle and a lot zoom in. As you can see, this is the zoom out, and after 3 seconds, it is zooming in after 2 to 3 seconds. So let's create the animation. Okay, if I select my character and look at the animation, I have maybe like 200 frames or 250 frames before starting the drinking animation. So what I can do, I can simply delete the uh, starting 150 frames. This is the frame one. Also, in the shape keys, in the face of our character, we have already added, the software already added the shape keys. There is no animation in the shape keys. Actually, my character, if you go to this data properties, and you can see over here, there are a lot of shape keys. You can create blinking and other expressions, smile, something like that, using these shape keys. But for now, I didn't add any animation in the expression, so I'm going to delete all these keyframes over here. So now this is fine. Okay, let's adjust the camera for the first 2 seconds. First 2 seconds mean first 60 frames. First 60 frames, our camera will just zoom in a bit, like it is our frame one, or we can make it like frame 27. Okay, just delete another few frames over here, select everything and to here. Okay, this is our frame one, and select this empty, and make sure our character is at the center. And this is our camera, and put it over here. So now it is somewhat similar to the our reference video. Okay, add a keyframe for the empty and add a keyframe for the camera as well, using the I key on the keyboard. So for the first 2 seconds, what will happen, our camera will zoom in a bit like this one, and like this. Add a keyframe for the camera too, and a keyframe. Let's see. Okay, this is looking fine. Now for the next second, mean 30 frames, which will be to 90. What I can do, I can simply change the camera angle and make it over here. Let me see the reference video again. Okay, this will be our camera angle. So let's adjust it a bit. Okay, maybe this is fine. And like this. Add a keyframe for the empty and for the camera. Okay. If we go, okay, it is still moving upward like this. I don't want him to bend up to that extent. Maybe this is fine for the ringing purpose, and we don't need this animation from frame 90 to maybe 120 or 150 maybe. So what I can do, I can simply select this thing, go to the pose mode, and from 90 to 150. Just delete all the keyframes. Make sure you have selected all the bones. Then you can delete all the keyframes. And select the rest of the animation and move it like over here. So it will not go much upward. And okay, this is fine maybe if I play the animation. Okay, maybe this is fine, and I will tell you why. You can see there is some kind of glitch, but there it shouldn't be a problem. Basically, what we need when it will reach at the frame 90, we have to stop the animation, and we will zoom in inside the body to show the internal body parts, and the animation will be freeze. And after that, like after 5 to 6 seconds of animation or maybe 10 seconds of animation, the camera will zoom out again, and it will start from over here like this thing, and yeah, it will be fine. So just I'm going to place it over here. Now we have this space for our animation. We can also increase this space and decrease whenever we want. So for now, I'm keeping it over here. Okay, so this is fine. Let's see. Okay, this is fine. What I can do, I can simply, I want to stop this motion in the body. For that, what I will do, I will simply select this keyframe, the last one, duplicate it and place it over here. Okay, just I have to remember the last frame will be 481, not the 480 when we will zoom out from the animation. Okay, but for now, this is fine. We can adjust the thing as we progress forward. As you can see, the animation is stopped. But our camera animation should not be stopped. Okay, select this one at the frame 90 and frame 92. What will happen next? Yeah, it will zoom in uh, on on his head like from frame 90 to another second, maybe 2 seconds. If I add 60 frames in 90, it will be 150. And like over here. Yeah, this is fine. And we can start like transition effects from the frame 150, and then we can zoom it more. Add a keyframe, add a keyframe. Let's play the animation. Okay, this is fine. The camera movement is not as much good as I'm thinking, but we can fix the thing later on. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a wine bottle in his hand at the frame 90. Just I'm using the Blender kit for this purpose, and select free assets. Maybe this one is fine. Okay, we can use this one also as well as this one. Both are completely fine. Maybe this is fine. I'm going to create a new collection, name this one assets, and this is fine. I'm going to add this one. It is downloading, and now it is over here. Okay, it has the cap, and it has the labeling, and it has the liquid inside. So what I can do, I can simply select the bottle and make sure it should look like he's holding in his hand. Okay, just scale it up a bit and place it over here. It will take some time. Yeah, that's totally fine, and I can use this thing. I'm going to delete the cap because we don't need the cap over here. If I just turn on the render view, yeah, this is the result. Let me turn on the cycles to see the original results. And I'm going to turn on the default lighting system of my Blender. So this is how it looks, and maybe this is fine. We can, uh, if I need to change branding logo later on, I can go to the Photoshop and turn this name by the my own branding, something like Zohraiz Studio. It's all up to you. Okay, this is fine. So now what I have to do, I just have to make sure the bottle will follow the hand. So for that, select the bottle, go to the constraint tab, add a constraint name, child of, and select the body maybe, or the armature of the character, and search hand. It is maybe right hand. Select this one, clear inverse and set inverse. Now if I play the animation, you can see he's holding the bottle, and this is fine. So let's see at the frame one, or maybe at the frame 90. Select this bottle, add a keyframe over here, and go to the frame one. You can see he is not holding the bones perfectly. I have already added the keyframe at the frame 90, which will our final frame for the bottle. Now let's adjust it a bit over here. Like this is fine. Okay, maybe you can see there's some kind of glitch in the thumb. He's not holding it perfectly, but it's totally fine because thumb is not much visible in our render view. Add a keyframe over here, and let's move it a bit, like at the frame 70, uh, and duplicate this keyframe and put it over here. As you can see, now this is fine, and after that, yeah, this is fine, and we can use this one. Okay, the bottle is done, and you can see there is some kind of overlapping with the clothes. So for that, what I have to do, simply select the cloth and go to the sculpt mode, and make sure you have selected this brush draw option, and just paint it a bit over here. Now this is fine. You can also fix this problem in the edit mode if you want, or you can use the brush like I'm using now. So this is fine. And if I play the animation, yeah, that's totally fine. Now I'm going to add the mouth animation for opening the mouth. You can also add the blink or the other expression as you want. But for me, I'm just going to add the mouth opening animation over here. And let's for that you have to select, make sure the head is selected, and go to the data properties, and there are you find the a lot of shape keys. If you are using the Mixamo character, these shape keys will not be available. You must have to create your own shape keys in that case. But if you are using my character or any real Union character, yeah, there will be shape keys. Let's see. There are a lot of maybe V open. If I increase the number, nothing happens. If I Yeah, shape keys are not helping me in opening the mouth. I should try the bones for that. Select the armature, go to the pose mode, and make sure turn on the X-ray vision. And maybe this is our jaw bone. If I open this one, yeah, this is the bone. I have to animate it at the Z angle. Yeah. So select this bone, rotate it along the Z axis, and make it like here. This is fine. Also, let's see what this bone does. This one is for the teeth. This is one for the this is the facial bone. No, not the facial bone. This is the tongue bone. Okay, this is the jawbone only I can use. At a keyframe over here, and we have to just adjust this keyframe, like at the frame 90. It should be properly opened. So for that, what I have to do, I can simply delete these keyframes and make sure our this keyframe at the frame 90. And I'm going to delete these frames too. As you know, when the bottle our hand reaches our bottle reaches our mouth, it starts open before some time, a few seconds earlier. So that's why maybe this is fine. uh, Read these frames also. So at the frame 75, it should start opening the mouth like this. This is fine. Okay, frame 89 and frame 90. There is some kind of overlapping. For that, what I can do, let's see. Just select this one and scale it down and move it downward. Okay, this is fine. Maybe add a keyframe. Okay, this is much better now. Not the perfect, but this will work. Okay, this is one frame, and we can simply ignore this one. If I have to fix this thing, I can just add a little animation in the neck of our character, like this one. Yeah, just make sure it is over here. Add a keyframe and delete these keyframes. If I let's see in solid view, this is fine. Just duplicate this one and make sure it should be at the end. That's fine. Now, yeah, it is now normal, and we can use this one. We can also make sure this one, it should be a bit more open like this. This is fine. Add a keyframe, duplicate this keyframe and put it in the last. Yep, that's fine. Okay, we will fix the mouth animation when we will reach at this part. But for now, at the starting of our scene, this is totally fine. Yeah, that's fine. Uh, Let me check my camera at the frame 150. But I can simply start to uh, maybe at the frame 140. What will happen after the frame 140? Uh, there is no movement, much movement in our character from one. Let me, uh, okay, yeah, frame from 100 to onward. From frame 100 to onward, there is no movement in our character. So what I can do, I can maybe frame 130, I can start making the transition and showing the X-ray effect. So let's keep the frame 130 in mind, that it will be our starting point for the X-ray options. Okay, let's start adding the X-ray effect in our characters and the other things. And also we need to add some internal organs for that. Uh, if you have already watched the my other tutorials where I have shared a complete human anatomy model for free in the assets, you can download it from there. Also, but if we talk about specifically this tutorial, don't need everything. Okay, we will focus. If I play the video for you once more, you can see. Yeah, you can see over here there is an esophagus and there is a brain and there is this uh, pipe or this tube inside the body that is involved in the whole animation. So we need only three things: this esophagus, the brain, and this tube. So, and these molecules we can create by using adding simple spheres over there. So we don't need the whole anatomy over there. The other things, as you can see, there are some kind of maybe nerves or something similar to that. We don't need this thing for now because this is not involved in the animation. But you can add as much stuff as you want. Like you can add the blood vessels and you can add other nerves and something like that. You can add the skull, the spinal bone to make it interesting and fill the things up. But for this animation purpose, we will keep focus on the necessary things, which will be our esophagus, the brain, and these molecules travel path. Okay, so let's back to the animation, and I'm using the Blender kit, and let's search brain. Okay, I'm using the free assets. I don't have the subscription for the Blender kit. Okay, this one is fine. I can use this one. and just click it and it will be here. Okay, this is the brain. You can see over here, scale it up a bit and make sure you adjust it in the uh, skull of our character. So it should be fit. It should not be visible. Yeah, that's fine. And I can keep this one. Also, we need an esophagus or something like mouth cavity. Let's search it. Esophagus, maybe stomach. Okay, there is this stomach. I can use this one. Click on it and it will be download in a second. Okay, this is the stomach over here. Scale it up a bit and move it like over here. Okay, we have to adjust it inside the body. Maybe this is fine. Okay, this should be somewhat over here. Yeah, that's fine. Let's see if it shouldn't be overlap from the outside of the body. Yeah, if I hide this shirt for a moment, and now you can see our uh, stomach is inside the body. Yeah, we can use this one. Also, I'm thinking we need the mouth cavity also. So for that, in the uh, Blender kit or Sketchfab, there are no maybe mouth cavity available, or maybe I didn't able to find. So what I can do, I can simply create a simple anatomy for myself. So for that, what I have to do, simply select this and this two things and go to the focus mode. Now I just have to connect these two things by the mouth cavity. Go to the edit mode and go to the face selection, select these two faces and lead faces. Okay, now this is fine. Select the edges and extrude. One more thing, make sure you are you have turned on this correct face attribution to keep the texture or the shading normal. Just extrude it few times, something like this. Scale it down, and maybe I should make it uh, right click. Yeah. Okay. And, there is a mirror modifier working on this one. So what I have to do, I can simply go to the modifier tab and apply the mirror modifier. This is fine. Go to the now I can simply extrude them by holding the control button and right click, something like this. Yeah, that's fine. So now I just have to select this loop cut and scale it up. Select this loop cut and scale it up. Okay, maybe this is fine. Not the perfect one, but we can use this one. Okay, so our mouth cavity is ready. Our brain is ready. Maybe uh, this should be a bit downward, or maybe this should be a bit upward. Let's see. Okay, now this is fine. Okay, so I have added the anatomy and I have added the brain, the stomach thing. Okay, the thing is at the frame 130, we select the frame 130. If you can go, if you go to the frame 1, 2, and 50 at the starting 100 frame, or you can see these organs are not following the character. So there are a couple of ways to tackle with this problem. First thing, you can add weight paint and the animation with these uh, organs, so it will follow the character movement. And the other trick, which is you can say uh, pretty fast and something like a shortcut, what I can do at the frame 130, uh, I will just simply hide these things by this one. You can turn this thing off, and this is no longer visible. You can first render the first 130 frame, and after that, from 132 onward, you just turn this on. So I'm going to use this trick to save up some time. So now let's turn on the render view to have a look. Okay, so here it is. And maybe there is some kind of problem with this one. Let me, yeah, the esophagus is coming outside of the body. For that, what I have to do, simply hide this one for a moment. Go to the focus mode and select these things and make it move it like this. Okay, this is fine. Now let's add a simple sphere, and this is our UV sphere. And the shader I'm going to use from the Blender kit is something like yeah, blue edge glow. I'm going to use this one. Select the sphere and add a keyframe. Go to the focus mode, turn on the render view. This is the shader I'm going to use. Add a shade smooth. Yeah, but the problem is we can't see. Um, this is not the X-ray shader. We have to make some changes in it. Go to the shader editor, and as you can see, we have to make some changes over here. For that, I'm going to add a transparent BSDF over here. This one, place it over here and move it. Add a mix shader and place it over here. Okay, this one over here and this one over here. Now we can, if I add one more UV sphere just to check if this is working fine. Yeah, and give it something like maybe green color for now, or I can give it a bit emission, green emission. You can see this sphere is now inside the, yeah, yeah. This is inside, and we can clearly see through it. But this is not the result we are looking for. We have to make few more changes over there. Like we can simply increase this emission a bit, like 50. So we will have a little glow over there, and make sure this is something blue. Okay, this is fine. Also, maybe I should move it a bit from here to here and change this one to the facing. Yeah, this is the thing which will give us a good gradient color, result over here. Okay, this is fine. And also I'm going to decrease the alpha like up to 0.5. Yeah, it will give us some foggy effect. So you can play with these settings, and you can create your own results from there and make it like a bit upward, like 0.66. This is fine. I'm going to use this thing. Okay. And just delete the inner sphere. We don't need this thing. And here it is. Okay, so I'm just going to place this sphere a bit away from my scene, so I can just simply come back and copy the shader from here. Okay, now select the skin and go to the focus. Yeah, so I'm going to add one more window. Sorry, I'm going to add one more window for the timeline over here, and at the frame 130. Uh, Let me first of all, let me create a shader for my skin. This maybe this one will be something like a controller for the transition effect. So what I have to do, I simply make sure you have select the head. You can see there are multiple slots over here: head, body, arms. I'm talking about the head, and then we will go to the body and the other parts if needed. So select the head shader and select the sphere, copy everything like this, Control C, and back to my face, and here Control V. Now I'm going to add a mix shader over here and place it over here. Okay, so if I attach this one over here, so you can see uh, we have already get a good result, good effect over here. Also, the hair thing, the scalp thing, it is not working fine. If I just remove this thing, okay, that's fine. Okay, so you can see we are already getting the results, and we can see the inner parts of the body. So I have to do the same thing with all the body parts. Select the body. If I just decrease it to 0, it will be like our normal human. And after that, when I increase the value up to 1, it will be our the shader results, the Excel result over here. So you can see over here. Okay, now I can tweak a bit of settings. Okay, the thing is, I must have to focus this point. Let me just hide this one. Okay, bring it back. There is a mouth cavity in my character, and I can use this one, and this is much better. Yep. I have selected the whole mouth cavity. Okay, this is fine. I have selected the whole mouth cavity and separated by selection. Yeah, this is the mouth cavity, and this is the stomach we have created. And go to the focus mode. Yep, that's here. And I have to make sure our the stomach. We don't need to create the whole thing. I just what I can do, I can simply delete these loop cuts over here and scale it down like this. Or what I can do, I instead of deleting this part, I can simply delete this mouth cavity, and we can readjust the things a bit more. Yep, that's fine. One more thing, I can add a smooth. I can use the smooth tool over here. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, this is fine, and I can use this thing. So as you can see, if I move this shader, there is a very good transition that we want over here. This one you can see over here, the this line, the this side, the bottom side is black, and the upper side is much better. The reason for that, this is the shirt part. If I hide this thing, okay, this is not the shirt. This is the body, human body, and I have to add the same shader on the human body with the same controller. Okay, so now what I have to do, at the I'm going to add the keyframe over here at the frame 130. I'm going to keep the value 0 and press I. It will add a keyframe over here. You can see over here, add a keyframe, and after that it will take like maybe 2 seconds, or we can say 50 frames to get the transition done. Or maybe we can make it complete 2 seconds and make it like this. Add a keyframe. Okay. So it will take 2 seconds to get the transition done. So what we have to do, we have to render the whole scene in the pieces. At the first, we will render it without the organs, and after one frame 130, we will render it with the internal organs visible. Okay, this is the thing over here. So we can now the thing is, we can also add the same shader in on the, you can see, on the teeth, esophagus, and the other things. Okay, I also can play with these settings. Like if I just increase it a bit more, you can see. If I add a keyframe over here, I can see the clear internal body parts. So I will also animate this value later on when we need it, and when our camera will go inside the body. So, but for now this is fine. You can also play with these settings over here, to if you want if you want any change in the results. Okay, so but for now we can keep this one, and we will keep improving the things later on as we move forward. Okay, so now I'm going to add the same shader on the teeth. Okay, I have selected the teeth. There are two slots, the upper teeth and the lower teeth. So for that, what I have to do, simply select the sphere and select this thing, duplicate, and now select the teeth, and make sure this is the upper teeth. Just paste it over here, add a mix shader, and connect these two. So you can see. Yeah, that's good. I will do the same thing with the lower teeth. Okay, this is looking fine. And I can also add you can the keys, the keyframe for this shader too. So at the frame 130, it should be 0 for the upper teeth and for the lower teeth as well. And after that, as the animation progress at the frame 190, it should become 1. And for the lower teeth, add a keyframe. Okay. So basically, if you see, the skin shader and the teeth shader are much similar. We can make changes in the skin and in the other parts of the body. One more thing I'm thinking, what is happening now? Both the things, the teeth and the skin, start to show the blue effect, blue X-ray effect at the same time. What I'm thinking, to make it better, the skin transition will start first, and after that, the teeth should starting to convert to X-ray material. So for that, what I have to do, make sure you have selected the teeth, select this one, this shader, this one, and if you open this thing and open this one, there are the shaders. So if I just zoom in, yeah, these are the shaders for the teeth. So I can just move it a bit forward, maybe 10 frames or 15 frames. So first, the skin will start to glow, and after that, maybe make it like here, frame 170. Yeah, you can see. First, the skin is start to glow, and after that, the teeth start to glow. I can bring it back to frame 160 maybe, and at the frame 120, 220 instead of 220, I can, maybe this is fine. We have to do this thing also. I want some change in the skin and in the teeth. For that, what I can do, I can simply select the teeth, and if I just zoom it out, yeah, that's fine maybe. Okay, instead of changing the teeth shader, we can, when our camera will zoom inside the body, we can just decrease this value over here to make the inner parts much more visible. But for now, this is fine. We have to add the this transition effect on other parts like this esophagus. Let me select this one. Okay, esophagus is selected. The stomach, this is the material of the stomach. What I have to do, simply move it over here, paste, and add a mix shader, put it over here, and the same thing. Yeah, you can see there is uh, the glow in the stomach also, and this is our shader. Okay, one thing I want to test here, uh, what if I just for a moment add a simple sphere inside the esophagus? What will happen? Is it visible or it is hard to see? Yeah, it is hard to see. For that, I have to just increase the value. Yeah, that's right. Okay, we have to duplicate this thing to get the uh, effect over here, the background effect over here. Okay, that's fine. Let me just delete this part for now and add a keyframe for this thing. Okay, at the frame 130 or maybe 140. Let's make it 150, which is similar to the teeth. Add a keyframe for 0. And after that, add the frame 220. It should be maximized like it. Yeah, here you can see. Hmm. This is looking much better now. And after that, the hair thing, the hair, we can add the same. Instead of adding the same effect in the hair part, I can simply, if I just add another principal shader or maybe transparent BSDF, add a mix shader, and connect these two. Yeah, okay, this is not what I'm thinking. I should add a principal BSDF and connect it over here and make it like this. Okay, the hair is hair are working fine. This black effect was due to maybe this thing. Okay, I have to do the same thing over here. Shift D, add a mix shader and connect it over here and make the alpha 0 and maximize the value. And same for the other part. Just duplicate this thing, put it over here and decrease the alpha. Yep. Okay. Okay. Now let's move toward the next part. Uh, the eyeballs. There are two options for the eyes. First is what you can do. You can simply hide them. Okay, just increase the alpha, and the problem is solved. Or if you wanna give it some glow, this blue glow effect, you can use the same method as well. Okay, so for that, let me select the eyeball and hide the armature. S- Not this one. Yeah, this one. Select this thing. There are four different materials. What you have to do, simply, let's see, if I just decrease the alpha, and for this one also, yeah, that's fine. I can simply use the alpha value to fix this thing. Okay, so first of all, maybe the cornea thing. First of all, select the cornea, right eye. and move it like over here. Add a transparent BSDF and add a mix shader and put it over here and over here like that. So when we will increase the value, it will just disappear. And same thing what I can do, simply select these two things, copy by Control C and select this part and Control V. Yeah, okay, here you can see the result. And I can do the same thing with the other eyeball. So select this thing, move it over here, connect like this. And over here. Okay, now I just have to animate the values. For that, uh, I will use the same value which I used for the teeth or for the esophagus. So what I have to do, simply let me check once again. Select the teeth and yeah, this not this one. It is from like 160 to 220. Okay, I will do the same thing over here. Select the first thing and make it 0 and go to the frame 160 and add a keyframe like over here. And for this one, add a keyframe. For this one, add a keyframe, and for this one, add a keyframe. Now go to the frame 220. Yeah, 220 and increase the value up to 1. Add a keyframe. Add a keyframe like this. Okay, now if I just simply, yeah, that's a good transition. We can also add the empty object and we can make the transition from uh, bottom to downward or down to upward, left to right. But for now, maybe this is fine and we can keep this one. Okay, if you want to make the transition starting from specific part, like from the mouth, and then the transition effect goes from this to like back side of the head. Yeah, we can use the empty and we can use the uh, here, yeah, the vertex paint color attribute nodes for that purpose. And I have done the similar effect in my first series of Zack D Films. Okay, so but for now this is fine, and you can see. Uh, okay, maybe the transition effect is completed. Now we can move toward when our now we can animate the camera forward, like the camera should zoom in. Okay, let's select my camera and at the frame 150. Okay, the transition will start at the frame 130 and the camera will 150. Now it should zoom in like 150 to maybe another second. We can give it like 1 second or 2 second. At frame 200, I'm giving it like 50 frames. And after that, what will happen? The camera will zoom in, or maybe let's say 220, frame 220. Yeah, camera will zoom in like this one, and the empty, which is the our focus point, it will go like here. Let me select the mouth cavity and cursor to the selected and select the empty and selection to the cursor. Okay, maybe there is a mistake. uh, okay, I have to manually uh, grab the camera towards that part. Okay, now this is fine. Yeah. Select the empty, add a keyframe, and select the camera. And we should add zoom more. If I go to my reference video once more, yeah, this is my reference video, and yeah, you can see over here. This frame I have already done with this frame. After that, uh, yeah, this frame is also done. The camera is moving downward and to the side, outside of the body, and then goes inside. It is taking like maybe like 2 seconds, 2 to 3 seconds. So what I can do, select my camera. Okay, this is the ball and the sphere. I'm going to hide this one for a moment. Select my empty and yes, and make it over here, the esophagus part. Add a keyframe, and for the camera, add a keyframe. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is fine. And this frame 90, this is fine maybe. Yeah, we can make sure. Maybe this is fine. It is now in the frame. Our character is in the frame. Add a keyframe. Okay, this is our, yeah, that's fine. Here you can see. Now what I will do, at the frame 220, I will add the liquid, uh, the wine, which will travel from here, from mouth cavity to, at the frame 220. The liquid or the wine will start moving, and by the frame of 280, it will reach like here. And after that, another second, like 310, frame 310, uh, this will move downward. Maybe this is fine, like here. And our camera, it's fine. Yeah, that's fine. After that, like from 310 to like another um, 30 frames, or the 50 frame, like 350. This I just added a little motion in my empty, so the camera will not look static. It will go downward slowly. After that, we will make it move in the right direction. Okay, maybe I don't need this one right now. I can add it later on. Okay, this is fine. Uh, let's see. Okay, this thing is done for now. Now we can start adding the liquid part, which is if yeah, this part. This is the liquid wine. I can simply sculpt it by using a simple cube or something similar, and we can use that thing for this purpose. Okay, I'm going to save this file by Control S, and let me Just okay, I'm going to put that thing in the liquid material over here. Simply, I'm going to add a new collection, name this one wine liquid, and simply what I'm going to do, add the frame 220. Yeah, that's fine. Going to place my cursor over here on the tongue and add a cube. This is my cube. Now I can scale it down a bit more like this. And yeah, this is fine maybe. Now I just have to sculpt it a bit. For that, what I will do, first of all, let me add a subdivision surface modifier, maybe 2 times, and apply it and scale it down in x-axis. That's fine. After that, I'm going to edit mode, subdivide it. This is fine. And in the smooth, there is a randomize option. I can just move it a bit. Yeah. And add a subdivision surface modifier. You can see, add a shade smooth. Okay, this is fine. And we can add a simple shader for it. Uh, for now, I'm going to add a simple shader. Okay, I can change it later on if needed. If I look at the reference, it is something like liquid. So give it green color, decrease the roughness, increase the transmission, and maybe this is fine. Decrease the alpha bit. And for the water, the IOR value is maybe 1.33 or 34. You can confirm it on the Google. So this is fine for now, and I can use this one. If I need, if I think it should be better, I can change it later on. Okay. Now I'm going to animate this liquid part. For that, what I'm going to do, I will add a simple armature or bones to animate this liquid part. For that, what I can do, first of all, let me turn off this X-ray V, and after that, I will add a single bone. Okay, this one, and scale it down and rotate it by 90 degrees. Yes. Okay, and this place it over here. I'm going to create 3 bones to control this liquid part, so we can bend the liquid in our esophagus. Okay, so let me just take a look. It should be at the center for best performance, and scale it down like this. Go to the edit mode, select this circle over here, and extrude by using E key on the keyboard like this. And one more. Select everything, scale it down, place it over here. Okay, this is fine. And hopefully it should work. Okay, now what I'm going to do, first select the mesh, and after that select this uh, armature. First select the mesh, then armature, and on the keyboard press Control P and use this option with automatic weights. Okay, now let's see if it's working fine. Select the armature or the bones, go to the pose mode, and yeah, you can see It is working perfectly fine. And we don't need to make it super realistic. This will work fine for us because this is a simple mesh. Okay. So I just animate this armature with the camera so it will look good. Let me turn on the uh, okay. This is the render view, and let me select the camera at the frame 220. It will start moving, and at the frame like 310, it should be here. The liquid part should be here. Okay, one more thing. Here you can see the liquid part should okay, let me go to the frame 150. Okay, this is fine. I don't need to animate this liquid part over here. And the reason for that, this is it is already inside the body, and I don't need to hide it and then appear it with the keyframes. It's already working fine. Okay, so it should appear over here, like at the frame 160 maybe. Let me go to the 170. Okay, the frame 170 is fine. Select the armature, go to the pose mode, select every bone, add a keyframe. Okay. Okay. So at the frame 170, the liquid will stay over here, and after that, it will start moving. And at the frame, let me select the camera, frame 312, it should reach over here. For that, select go to the pose mode, and let's move it down. First, I'm just fixing the first and last frame first. After that, I will create the in between frames one by one. Okay. And this should be like this. Here you can see the result in the render view, and this is fine maybe. Okay, it is. I'm going to make it move a bit towards the camera so it will visible properly. Like here you can see now it is completely visible. Maybe this is overlapping with the esophagus. I should move it a bit away. Okay, this is fine. You can see the liquid part is still visible, and this is what we want. Okay, add a keyframe over here. Now we are going to create in between frames like 2 to 3 frames, so it will move properly. Okay, at the frame 170 to like 200 or maybe 210. At the frame 210, it should be okay. Let me hide the body for a moment so I can focus on the part. Okay, this one. Go to the pose mode and select everything, and at the frame 210, it should be like over here. And we can also give it a little bend like this, and scale it up a bit to make the thing movement, give it some movement or liquid like uh, energy to this food particle. Also, make sure it is inside the esophagus. Okay, this is fine. You have to check on all the axes. Like you can look at the x-axis whether it is fine or not. After that, you can have a look at the y-axis and similarly on the z-axis. Okay, add a keyframe over here, and now let's another 30 frame like 240, and let's fix it over here like this. Add a keyframe, another 30 or 40 frames, maybe 280. This is just a simple idea, not any specific calculation. Okay, it is already going out of the camera, so we have to make it a bit upward, so it will stay in the camera or in the focus point. You can also animate the camera with reference to the fluid. Maybe that will be a better approach, but it's fine. Either way you want to do it. Add a keyframe, and after that, okay, you can see over here. Yeah, you can see it is okay. What I'm going to do, I can add a little, maybe it is 312. Go to another 30 or 40 frames, like it will be 350 maybe, and move it a bit up, more downward. And the reason for that, our fluid will remain in the motion, constant motion, not stop at the frame 312. So it will look much better. And after that, we can uh, maybe I can move it a bit forward, like at the frame 400. So the thing will be in motion at till the frame 400. Okay, this is fine. Okay, so maybe this is fine, but one more thing I can do to make it to look more better. Uh, for now, if you look it closely, there is no such liquid motion in this part. For that, this is an optional thing if you want to do. What I'm thinking, I'm going to add a simple. Okay, move it above this one. Okay, I'm going to add a simple displace modifier, and new, and in the texture type I'm going to select clouds, and in the modifier panel I'm going to decrease the intensity. Before that, I'm going to change it to maybe object. Okay, now here is the object option. You can choose any object option. You can add an MPT for that or anything. What will this do? For example, if you add an MPT and select that MPT over here, what will happen when you move the MPT or move the object? The displace modifier will start animate. For example, instead of MPT, I'm going to select. Let me unhide everything. I'm going to select this skin. Okay, I select the base body. So what will happen if I move the skin or move this object? Like if I select this one, press G on the keyboard, you can see the effect is animating. So what I'm going to do, simply decrease the value like 0.01 or maybe 0.02. If I now animate, should maybe zero point 0.1. You can see if I when this part will move, it will give us a good you can say liquid effect over here. You can increase this intense strength over here to take the result. Okay, you can also add the empathy over here, but in my case I'm going to add the base body because my body is also still. We don't need to add an empathy over here. So I'm keeping it zero point 0.1, and this is fine. Now you can see there is a liquid motion. Also, if you can also increase the subdivision level if you want to increase the strength. For example, like this. You can see now it is much more heavier mesh. If your computer is able to do, or you want to add such kind of effect, it's all up to you. Okay. But for my case, I'm keeping it at the level 1, and at the render properties, I'm going to keep it 1 also. Okay, so this part is done till now. Now let me see the reference video. This is our reference video. Uh, okay, one more thing. As you can see in the esophagus, what we have done, we have completely make it transparent. But as you can see, there is some red part or the tissue part which is still there. But in our case, there is you can see no skin tissue or no reddish area. So for that, what we can do, simply okay. Let me select this esophagus once. Okay, this is our esophagus, and what I'm going to do, simply duplicate it. Okay, this should be in the anatomy part. Okay, this is fine. Duplicate it. Shift D. Now it is duplicated, and I'm also going to duplicate the material because I want to give it some reddish color, and also don't want to disturb the previous material. That's why I duplicated it, so the previous one will preserved. Okay, so now I have two stomach tubes and two materials. Okay, so first of all, let me clear the keyframes for this one, and okay, so what I can do, if I simply bring it back, it should look normal, like what its original color was, this one, but it is not visible over here. What I can do for that, let me turn on the lights for a moment. Okay, this is fine. And what I can do in the properties, okay, before this one, select the mesh, go to the edit mode, select everything, and press Alt S on the keyboard to shrink it. Okay, you can also use shrink tool. Alt S and a bit downward. Okay, this is fine. I just shrink it a bit. You can also use this tool over here. Where is the shrink tool? Okay, this one is the shrink tool. Okay, you can see over here. Okay, so now, but what the problem is, our liquid part is now no longer visible because of this new layer, this new stomach tube. For that, what I can do, I can simply go to the original properties of the texture, and this is the original textures you can see over here. This part, this is the original texture, and this part I added to give it give it a animating control, also the this transparent blue effect over here. So but for now, our work with this thing. So what I can do, I can simply decrease the alpha, like maybe zero point 0.2, uh, and this one also zero point 0.2. Okay. You can also increase it like up to zero point 0.3 until you are happy with the results. Okay. As you can see, the red effect or the red tissue is now still visible. Okay. But maybe I should keep it like zero point 0.2. I don't want too much red effect over here because my main focus is the this liquid part. So just keep it zero point 0.2. Okay. Now, if I just simply look at the scene, if there is any problem. No, it is now looking much better. Okay, so this is okay till now. What I can do, let's see what's the next thing we have to do. Okay, as you can see, these balls are coming out from this liquid part and moving in this maybe a tube or red tube. We have to create this tube over here. Okay. You can see in this tube, I'm going to create this tube for now. And this tube has two layers, two transparent layers, and also the inner red part. Let's see what I can do for this one. And okay. So what I'm going to do, simply hide this skin for a moment. And in the anatomy section, I'm going to add a tube, maybe cylinder. This cylinder will work for the tube for me. Okay, this is fine. Keep it near the. Okay, let me hide this hair thing for a moment. Okay, this is fine for now. Okay, scale it down. Go to the edit modes, everything select, turn off this proportional rating, select everything and scale it up like this. Okay, so unhide everything to make sure this tube is reaching up to our brain part. Yeah, that's fine. It should be okay. This much longer. Maybe this is fine. Also, keep it over here. Okay, this is fine. Go to the edit mode and shrink it a bit. Uh, okay, this is the thickness of this tube or the diameter. It's maybe this is fine. And now I just have to give it a little bend over here to make it look more organic. For that, what I can do, I can simply add a number of loop cuts in this one. This is fine. Turn on the proportional editing and let's see. Okay, so maybe this is fine. We can add different textures in this one, and after that, it will look much better. Okay, so let's start working with this tube over here. We are going to add this bluish material on this tube also. Okay, let's see. Select the tube first and hit new. You can name it whatever you want. I'm going to name it like simple tube and select this esophagus over here. And this is our uh, the bluish material, X-ray vision material, whatever you want to say. And select this thing and move it over here and paste it over here. Duplicate this thing and connect these two. Okay, so this is the thing over here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to simply give it shade smooth. Now it is looking much better. You can also control the intensity and the other settings over here. Like this is fine maybe. Okay, I'm going to create this one a bit sharper as compared to the esophagus. Okay. Okay, so now duplicate this one again, Shift D, and go to the edit mode, select everything and shrink it by Alt S. Okay, Alt S and shrink it down. As you can see, now there are two tubes and they are already giving us two lines, which we were looking for. Also, there is a sharp corner over here. What you can do, you can simply add a subdivision surface to make it look much rounder. This one and this one too. This is up to you if you want to give it more rounded geometry and if your computer can handle these things. Subdivision surface use a lot of memory from your GPU. Okay, so this is fine. Now, uh, I'm thinking I should add the red color also in this thing as well. So select this one, the inner one, and duplicate it once more, and go to the edit mode and Alt S to shrink it down a bit more, like this. Now select this the smallest tube over here and scale it down. turn this value to 0. And in this principal BSDF, change the color to red and make the alpha like zero point 0.1 maybe. Okay, no, not this one. The problem is make it up to 1. For this, the innermost cylinder, we have to duplicate the material once. So the other materials, the outer tubes material will remain safe. Okay, now we have duplicated this one by using this button. And now if I decrease it to 0 and decrease the alpha to maybe zero point 0.2 and make it red, you can see we have a sharp red color inside. We can also decrease it like 0.1. So our inner balls or inner material will remain also visible. We can also maybe uh, make it a bit fat, which is reverse to the shrink. So it will occupy all the corners. Now you can see it is looking much better now. Okay. Also, when we added the subdivision surface on these three um, cylinders, and the corners, the upper edges are get disturbed. For that, what I have to do, select each of the cylinder, go to the edit mode, and let me turn on the XD view. Select these upper uh, vertex and delete face. What will happen? It will make it a bit sharper, as you can see over here now. And this is what we want. Okay, so our tube is ready. And now what we have to do, I'm going to create a new collection, name it tube. And I'm going to put all three cylinders in this tube section and this one in the anatomy section. Now I'm going to create one more collection, name it particles. And also going to put this particle in the anatomy section over here. So select this particle collection and place your cursor over here and add a simple sphere maybe. Scale it down. Scale it down. I'm putting these spheres inside the liquid part. Okay, so according to our reference image, 3 or 4 particles will emerge from this liquid material and go to in the tube. Scale it down. Let me turn off the overlay so we can see the results properly. Okay, you can see over here. These particles are maybe this size is, I can decrease the size a bit more. This size is perfect and put it inside the liquid part. Okay. First, I'm going to work on one part. I will add a good shader. I will add animation. After that, I can simply duplicate this one. Or maybe we can also duplicate it now and give the shader each of them and animate them. So it will look much natural, not the duplicated thing. Okay, let's see. So first of all, I'm going to give it some good shader. For that, what I can do, I can simply use the Blender kit for that. Go to the shader material section and find it maybe X-ray. Or maybe what I can do, instead of using this one, I can simply select the esophagus part and I can use this part too directly. Select this thing, name this one particle, and paste it over here. duplicate this mix shader and connect these two things. So this is our particle right now. So give it shade smooth. Okay, if we look at our reference video, and you can see it has maybe something greenish effect. What I can do, I can simply go to this color and make it greenish. Also, I'm going to like this, going to decrease the value of the shader over here. So now it is looking much better. Okay, you can also add other shaders if you want something extra. Or you can also add a duplicated layer the same way as we added in this extra tube to give it double shaded line, or whatever you want to do. It's all up to you. Okay. So this is fine. We can also add a liquid jelly type material over here and parent it with the this particle. So it will look cool when these particles will move, and um, and the mesh we created will move when the particle will move with it. Okay, and it's all up to you. But for me, I'm going to keep it very simple, and this is fine for me. Okay, so let's see. Okay, now I'm going to animate this thing, and also I will animate the camera with it. We have to animate two things. But before that, let me select this armature to see at the frame 312. This thing is over here, and my particle is over here. Okay, this is fine. So our animation will start at the frame 310 maybe. Okay, and at the frame 310, this particle is over here, and it will take like maybe 15 30 frames uh, to go to the over here like this. Let me put this in this tube. Okay, over here, add a keyframe. Okay, as you can see, the shine or the brightness is very low over here, and the reason for that, maybe if I just simply hide this thing. Okay, the reason for that, as far as I know, let me hide these things. Our particle shader is not giving good emission over here. So what I can do, I can simply increase the value up to 500 maybe, or maybe 100. Or maybe what I can do, I can give it green color over here and increase the value, maybe zero point 0.2. Okay, now it is giving much better results with the like 100 emission, or maybe 50. Okay. Actually, I want to keep the emission at a constant level for all the particles, because as you can see, the emission in this esophagus and the other tubes are about 30 to 50. I don't want to increase more than 50. That's why I just change the color of this transparent VSDF. So sometime we have to do composting a little bit, and give it some uh, fog glow or bloom effect. So if the emission value is much higher, it will be a problem later on. But for now, in this tutorial, we are not going to use the composting thing. So if you want to increase the value of the emission, that's totally fine. But we should keep everything in a limit. That's a good practice. Okay, so okay, now we are animating this part over here, and at the frame 340, maybe 310, this thing is already animating like this. Okay. So, and at the frame 340, our camera should also move a bit to follow this particle. For that, let me select my camera. This is the setup over here. Select the camera. At the frame 330, our MPT is here. But I'm thinking I should, let me see. At 280, where is our MPT? Okay, MPT is here. And at the frame like 310, the MPT is over here. Okay, at the 310, it shouldn't be here. It should like this at our liquid particle. So our particle will remain in the focus. Okay, let me turn on the render view to see. Yeah, it's looking fine. And as you can see, the particle is already visible. So what I will do, I will just add a alpha on this one. So when our timeline will reach at the frame 310, then it should be appear. Before that, it should be no longer visible. Okay, so this is fine. Uh, okay, now at the frame, sorry, at the frame 310, our MPT is here, and this MPT is the focus point of our camera. So what will happen at the frame 340, our this MPT will move and go toward our particle. Okay, let me just point it over here. Okay, this is fine. Add a keyframe over here. So now if simply I play, it will look like this. Okay, as you can see, our MPT is moving earlier. So what I can do, I can simply go to the frame 310 and duplicate this one and place it like 320. So at the frame 310, it will remain constant. There will be no motion. And after that, it will move with the particle. Okay. So also this motion is way too static. There is nothing happening in our scene. So what I can do, I can just go to the frame 321 or maybe 322 maybe or 3. Add a keyframe and just move it and place it at the 320. So there will be a little motion over here. And after that, it will move like this. Okay, this is fine. Now what will happen? This particle will move in this pipeline. So there are basically two ways to do this job. If you have a particle and you have to move any particle in a specific path, you can use the path curve and drag the particle with the curve. That is also an option. But this is a simple, maybe simple animation. There is no a greater distance. So I don't think that will be unnecessary for here. So okay, basically, I'm just going to simply doing the animation by adding the keyframes over here. Okay, at the frame 340, let me make it over here. At the 340, our MPT is here, and the particle shouldn't stop here, and it should move upward. Like it will take maybe 60 frames at the frame, sorry, 340, and at the frame 400, it should reach at the top of the tube, like over here. Let me adjust it like this one and this one over here. Add a keyframe. So now I just have to add in frames. So it will look, as you can see, this is already moving perfectly fine. And you can see over here. And I don't need to add maybe keyframes over there. But what I'm thinking, I can what I can do, I can increase the speed at the end. For example, our animation is starting at the frame 340 and it ends on the frame 400. I want to make the starting of the motion, starting of this movement a bit slow. It should start slow and then increase gradually. Okay. You can do this in the graph editor as well. And also, there's a simpler way to do this thing. You can also add, for example, you selected this keyframe over here, right click on it, and there are easing mode and interpretation mode. You can choose the sinusoidal, and in the easing mode, you can also use ease in. What will this do? This will make the motion slow at the beginning, and afterward, it will have a great acceleration like over here. And then, yeah, it's looking fine. Okay, this is fine. Now, let me just have a look to my reference video. This is our reference video. Okay, as you can see, uh, these are the particle, one, two, three, four, five particles. We don't need to create the four particle, five particles. We can just make it a bit simpler because our purpose is to just I want to show how we can achieve the similar results. Okay, we will keep the number of particles like three or four maybe to make the video overall a bit shorter. And one more thing here, as you can see, as this particle moves upward, our camera is also following them to up to some extent. And after that, these particles are already above a lot, and our camera is zooming out. You can see over here, our camera is zoomed out at the top of the head. So let's create the camera animation and the particle animation. Okay, so for now, this is over here, and this particle is going upward. What I can do, I can select my camera and at the frame 310 and up to 340, I can just add a zoom in. Yeah, I have added the zoom in animation over here, and let's play the animation. You can see uh, this is zooming in. Okay, and after that, this particle is going upward. So let's move our empty with the particle at the frame like 400. Our camera should also following. Let me move my empty. Where is this? Okay, here is the our sphere. Let me place my cursor over there. Shift S and cursor to selected. Now select my empty. Shift S and selection to cursor like this. Add a keyframe for this empty. You can see over here, our camera is now tracking the particle much better. Also, what I have to do at the frame 340, our camera will stay over here. And after that, it should also move a little bit upward, like 30 frames. At 370, our camera will a bit more zoom in and bit upward like this. Add keyframe over here. Maybe this is still a lot of zoom out. I can also add a zoom in over here like this. Add a keyframe. And let me bring everything back to see if everything is working fine. Okay, actually we can also add a bit more of zoom in over here. As you can see at the frame 310, this was our scene. Uh, okay, and at the frame 340, this is our scene. I can just make sure everything will be in focus like this and add a keyframe. I have added a bit more zoomed in effect over here. As you can see, now it is over here, and at the frame 370, it should more zoomed in like this. Add a keyframe. And our MPT should also be on the particle side. Uh, this is our particle and this is our MPT. Select at the frame 370, select the sphere and cursor to selected, and select the MPT, Shift S and selection to cursor. Add a keyframe. Okay, in this way, our particle will remain in focus. And at the frame 370, what will happen? This particle will keep moving upward and our camera will zoom out a lot. At the frame 400, our camera will be zoomed out like this. Maybe this is fine. Add a keyframe over here and okay. So to make the hair transparent or disappear, what I have to do, I will just add simple transparent BSDF, or we can use the opacity to hide the hairs. Okay, so for that, select the hairs and go to the shader editor. Here you see there are two shaders for the hair and for scalp. Okay, so I will first apply the shader, transparent shader on hair BSDF, and if it works, then it's good. We can continue. Uh, if still we have problem, we will add the same material and add the same animation uh, on the this material, the scalp transparency. Okay, so first select this one, hair transparency, and one more thing, the hair are not looking much better. You can play with these settings to give them a good look. For example, you can add a color node over here to change the color, or you can simply increase the transmission to give it somewhat realistic look. Okay, and that's all up to you. Okay, so okay, let's add the opacity node for these hairs. For that, I'm just going to simply add a new principal BSDF, this one over here, and add a mix shader node. Place it over here, connect these two, and when the value is 0, this upper node is working, and when the value is 1, and this lower node is working. Okay, so I'm going to just simply decrease the alpha value to make it hide. Okay, you can see there is some kind of glitch. If I move it by pressing G, there is some kind of glitch. It should disappear with the alpha value. Basically, what is happening? The render setting is not uh, disappearing it properly because of the dense mesh. You can see the hair. Let me here. You can see there are a lot of vertex for the hair. Actually, this is the character creator model, and the hair for these are uh, made by each strand separately. That's why it is the dance is a lot heavier, and there's multiple layers of hair. So basically, what I have to do, I have to change some render settings. Go to the render properties, and in the light path option, we can increase this value, the transparent. By default, it is set to 8. If I increase the value, you can see the hairs are now more transparent, the way which we want it to be. Okay, so just increase the value, uh, maybe 100. Okay, 200. Now you can see it's completely disappear. So we can simply just play with this button to appear and to make them appear and disappear like this. Okay. Now let's go to the scalp setting and okay, maybe 100 is way too denser. We can decrease it like 80. Okay, so I will do the same thing with the scalp. I'm going to bring a principal BSDF. You can also use the transparent BSDF as well. Mix shader. Okay, here, like these two, and make it alpha 0. So now it should work fine. Okay, let's see. Here you can see the hairs are fine, and let's animate the value. Maybe we should select the skin modify and at the frame 130 there is no transparency. So what I can do at the frame 140 maybe, let's make it 160. Okay, at the frame 160 the hairs will remain intact at a keyframe for 0, and for this one too 0. And after 142, like another 20 frame or maybe 30 frame, 190, and the hair should disappear. Make it 1 at a keyframe. Maybe I should go to the frame 200. This is fine. Make it 1 at a keyframe and make it 1 at a keyframe by eye. Okay, now if I simply play the animation, you can see hair are also disappearing, and this is fine. Or the other thing, if we want something on the head, we like in the video, if I look the reference video again, you can see and the person didn't hide the hair till now. And when he's zooming out, then he hide the hair. Okay. Let's maybe he's fine. He's doing the right thing. Let's try it. But I hope you have understand the idea how you can do the same thing. Okay, select these two for the scalp, and let me check when camera starts to zoom out. Okay, at the frame 370, and move them at the frame 370, and also make it like at the frame 400. Okay, same for the uh, scalp one. Select this thing and select this thing. Okay, maybe this is fine. Let's see. Okay, maybe here is the hair. Move it like over here. Okay, now it should work fine. Yeah, that's looking much better now. Okay, so the hair problem is solved now. But as you can see, the tube that we created have some issues. For example, its bottom end, it should not be visible. This bottom part should be like should go much down, so it will no longer be visible. So what I will do, simply just hide this ball, this one. Let me hide this one. I just added this for the security purpose to save the some shaders. Okay. Let me hide this thing for a moment. And okay, this is the tube. There are 3 cylinders. I have selected all the three cylinders and go to the X-ray vision so I can see the whole thing, and go to the edit mode. I have selected all of three, so I can edit all of them at once and move them. Okay, turn off the proportional editing and move them downward like this, and add a keyframes over here, and just okay, maybe I also have to add the keyframe. Okay, now maybe I don't need to add loop cuts over here. Uh, Okay, one by one. I'm adding one by one. Four loop cuts. Same for this one. Four loop cuts. Select this one, go to edit mode, and four loop cuts. Select each of them, go to the edit mode, and now if I move it, okay, let's see what I can do. Okay, now it's fine. There's some curve I have added, and it's looking much better now. So basically, this is done till now. And also, let me bring everything back. You can see we this part should not be visible. It should look like these our particles are going up and up. So maybe I should adjust my camera a little bit again. Okay, so let's fix the camera angle and add the frame 400. Okay, this is fine. Maybe we have to fix the tube as well. For that, let me select all the cylinders and okay, just hide this one and select all the three cylinders. Go to the edit mode, uh, select these all the vertex and move it like. Okay, let me have a look at the reference again. Okay, yeah, that's fine. And just place it over here. Okay, so I have placed the tube a little bit higher, like up to this level, so its end is not visible in the scene. Okay, okay, that's fine. But the problem is I have changed the location of the tube, so the particles, these spheres, I have to animate them again. So let's see what I can do. Simply go to the camera view and at the frame 310, the particle is over here, and after that, okay, at the 340 it is fine, and after 400 the particle should not be uh, yeah, you can see over here the particle is outside of the tube. So let's fix this thing. uh, this is our particle, and this is our tube. I'm going to in the focus mode. Okay, this is fine. I'm adding a keyframe over here. Let's see if it is not passing, if there is any glitch. Okay. Okay, so I have fixed the animation. You can see over here. The particle is going up and up. And after that, Uh, Let me bring everything back to see. Yeah, uh, you can see over here at the frame 400 to like another 30 or 40 frames maybe. Let's make it 50 frames on the safe side. What will happen? These particles, for now this is only one particle, but after that I will add a few more particles with it and make it a bit movement like this. Add a keyframe. And now this frames like 400 to 450. What I will do, I have to just hide this brain part over here, like in the reference video. Okay, for that, the height, the opacity will start at the frame 400, and at the frame 450, it should disappear completely. Okay, select the brain part. Yeah, that's the brain part. Go to the focus mode. Okay, this is the separate part, and let me bring it back. Control plus. Now go to the focus mode. This is the overall brain. I have downloaded this one with the Blender kit. You can find it on the Blender kit also. We have to hide this part of the brain and this part of the brain. These two parts are going to be no longer visible. And here is the, you can see the texture or the material. So what I will do, I will simply use the same method as the transparent BSDF. Simply, I'm going to bring a principal BSDF over here and a mix shader. Okay. Before that, I'm going to duplicate this one. So the other parts of the brain will no longer affected. Simply put this over here and make it make the opacity 0. You can see over here, it is disappearing. Okay. I will use the same material on this one. Yeah, you can see over here when I just simply decrease the value, the brain will appear, the brain part will appear, and it will disappear like this. Okay, and that's looking good. So let's animate the value at the frame 450, and the value will be 1, and at the frame 400, the value will be 0. Okay, so we have already disappeared the brain part. And what I can do, I can go back to like frame 445, only 5 frames. Select my camera and just zoom it out a bit like this. So there will be a zoom out motion in the camera. So it will not look static. Okay, now after the frame 445, it should go again zooming into our particles, and it will like before we give it like 30 frames to zoom out. On the same way, it will take another 30 frames or maybe 35 frames, which will be like 480. It should again come to its original position like this. Let's see. Yeah, here you can see it is zoomed out, and then it is zooming in again. But this time you can see our particle is much above the focus point. So simply select the empty, and at the frame 55, our empty will stay there. And at the frame 480, our empty will also follow the particle over here. So for that, what I will do, let me hide this one. So what I will do, I will simply select the empty, sorry, the particle first, and shift S to cursor to select it. Then select the empty, press shift S and selection to cursor. Here you can see our zoom is, our camera is focused to our particle. Add a keyframe, and we can also fix the camera a bit. Okay, so I have fixed the camera for this scene. Now what will happen? Let me select my particle and make this motion up to frame 480. Okay, now what will happen when the camera zoom in? There should be a like a blockage part. Maybe I need a bit. I have to extend a bit more our tube. So for that, what I will do, I'm going to select all three tubes, go to the edit mode, turn on the X-ray view, and simply just move it a bit upward like this. Yeah, that's completely fine. Okay, so now we need something, a blockage, same as the reference video. So for that, what I will do, I will simply select the tube and simply add a cylinder and scale it down and scale down in Z axis especially. Okay, so and select all the cylinders, go to the focus mode to fit them properly. Okay, so I have adjust the block by using a simple cylinder. I'm going to add a shade smooth on it too. Okay, so also I can also parent this cylinder with the tube. So if I need to move the tubes later on, this blockage part. So now just I have to duplicate these particles and give them some variation. What I will do, I will simply uh, select the sphere and duplicate it by shift D. Okay, yeah, here it is. Select the sphere and duplicate it and place it over here. Okay, now the thing is, it has the same animation and same the material because I am duplicating it with the previous one like this, as you can see. Let's play. Okay, the thing is, all the balls, all the spheres are locating at the same position because they have the same keyframe for the position. So what I will do, I just have to animate all the points one by one. Like at the frame 480, this sphere should be over here. This one should be like over here. Add a keyframe. I'm adding the keyframe, okay, by using the I. Now go to the frame 400 and let's see, one by one. Select this one, add this over here, add a keyframe, select this one, add a keyframe, and select this one, add a keyframe. Now go to the frame 380 and one by one. Okay, so I have added the keyframes for all the balls, all the spheres. If I play the animation, you can see the result over here. Okay, as you can see, all the particles are moving with the same pace or the same speed. We can also change a bit with the keyframes. So the first ball should go first. After that, the second ball will move, and after that, the third ball. So for that, what I can do, simply select the second ball or move the keyframe like three frames ahead. And same for this one, and make it like 6 frames. And this one will go above like 9 frames. Now, if you can see, there is a smooth motion over here, over there. Okay. So, okay. Now, our camera is back at the frame 480. And now what will happen? These particles should pass through this blockage one by one. Okay. So first of all, at the frame 480, it will take like a total 30, maybe 40 frames. On the safe side, we will go for the 50 frames. So the first particle will reach there at the maybe after 30 or 40 frames, then 35, sorry, 45, then 50, and then 55. So if I add simply 40, it will become 520. And what will happen? The first sphere will pass through it like this. Add a keyframe. Now what will happen? Uh, at the frame 525, the second ball will pass through it. Add a keyframe. Maybe the first one should go a bit higher. Add a keyframe. Sorry. Yeah. Add a keyframe. The third one should be like 530. Add a keyframe. And for this last one, add a keyframe. Okay, after that, these balls should not be static. They should keep continue their motion. And let me select all the balls, and there are three different variations. I also want to make these variation at the starting point too. So what will happen for the first ball? I will bring this ball like 5 frames back. Second one will be there, and the third one will go 5 frames ahead. And same for the 10 frames. Okay, let's see. As you can see. Okay, when the first ball is crossing, the second and third ball should not start moving. So what I'm going to do, simply select these things and move it like over here. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. And then third and fourth one. And after that, the last one. Now, if I play, yeah, that's looking very good. And if I select all the bones, you can see this animation is starting at the frame 575 and ending at the 545. So Now, what will happen? The first ball should not stay here and it should keep moving. But before that, I should also animate the camera with these balls. So at the frame 475, let me see where the my empty for the focus was. Okay, here you can see this is the empty and this is the camera. So what will happen at the frame like 530? Uh, the empty should also move a bit upward, like over here. Yeah, that's totally fine. Add a keyframe, and the camera should also move a bit upward. So there will be a lot of space for the movement for the next step animation. Add a keyframe. Let's have a look. Okay. Okay, there is a problem. You can see this thing, the bluish effect is coming over here. And the reason for that, our character is start animating. We just let me select the armature. You can see we keep this space for the internal anatomy animation. But the thing is, we have to need a bit more space. What will I do? Select the face. Okay, I have to simply just grab everything and move it like over here. So we will have a longer space now. So what will happen? Okay, this is still moving. The reason is I should have to select all the bones. Select bones, go to the pose mode for every bone and object mode and move it like frame 700 or maybe 900. We will bring it back later on. So let's see. This is zoom in and here the particles are moving. Now this is fine. Okay, now what will happen? The first particle stops its animation at the frame 520, but it should keep moving. Let me have a look to my reference video again. Okay, here you can see we have to animate this thing a little bit and give it greenish color and add some blink effect. Also, as you can see, uh, these particles are attaching with these structures. I don't know what these structures, these receptors are. So I'm just going to create the similar shape. Basically, these are receptors in biology terms. Let's see. And each ball is going into its own receptors. You can see over here. Okay. So let's create these receptors and the uh, effect, the material effect, the blinking effect for this particle over here. Also, after that, we have to animate our particle to attach its own receptors. And yeah, that's all. That's the last thing. So now, what I'm going to do, simply bring it back a bit. Okay, one more thing. As you can see, there is a lot of shiny effect on this brain. What I have to do, simply let me check once. Okay, you can see there is a lot of emission maybe. Emission power is much higher. So what I can do, I can simply select this thing and bring the emission down like 20. Yeah, that's fine. And for the skin, also bring it back down to 20. And let me select the mouth part and bring it down to 20 for the lower one too. Yeah, now there should not be much effect. Okay, now you can see the brain is already much better. We can also play a bit with the settings of the brain, like in the roughness part. What we can do, we can simply move these things. Okay, maybe this thing is not working the way I am thinking about it. And the problem is maybe, yeah, the reason is and the lower effect is working. Let me bring it back to 0 and let's have a look now. As you can see, when we increase the roughness or and there is very less the shadow effect of the lights. You can see the textures are much visible now. Actually, this one is not the accurate roughness. I have selected the wrong part of the brain. I have to select this thing. Okay, here you can see if I just simply, okay, uh, remove this thing, then increase the roughness. You can see we have no longer those reflections. If you want, you can keep them up to little extent. If you think it is looking good, you can also play with these values. You can see over here the shiny effect is already gone. Okay, but maybe I like those reflections, and I'm going to keep those things. Okay. Mm. Yeah, that's fine. uh let's back to our animation part. First of all, I'm going to create the blinking effect for this thing. Okay. For that, what I have to do, first of all, let me create one material, name this blocking, and give it something greenish color or whatever color you want to give it. But go to the material tab, go to the edit mode, select this bottom part, add a new material and assign, hit new, and give it emission. Give it also green color, but with the emission. So what will happen as soon as the part will move, our emission will work like this. We have to animate this value. Okay, so let's see. Bring it back to 0 first. We have to play one by one with the frames. Okay, as you can see, our first particle is touching the uh, our blockage. What will happen? Uh, Before that, I'm adding the keyframe to 0, and then it will go up to like 5 or maybe 2. 2 is low, make it 4. Maybe 5 is fine just for a moment. Add a keyframe, and it will remain 5 one for another frame. After that, it should bring back to 0. Right, add a keyframe. Okay, now this is a blink, and we can just copy paste it again and again. Here you can see at the frame, yeah, 510. Let's bring it over here like this. And yeah, that's looking good. And after that, okay. So our blinking animation is complete. As you can see over here. Now we have to animate these particles over here. So for that, let me select the cylinders, all the cylinders, and all the spheres. Go to the focus mode. Okay, before that, before adding the animation for these spheres, I should create those receptors where these balls will attach. So for that, what I will do, I will simply select this anatomy part and add a new collection and name this thing. Okay, and this one I should delete this thing and name this one receptors and place it over here. Place my cursor over here and add a cube, scale it down. Yeah, that's fine. Go to the focus mode and let's create some kind of similar shape. For that, I'm going to add a simple subdivision surface up to level 2 and select one side of this one and move it like this and scale it down. Yeah, add a loop cut and add bevel. Also, I'm going to select this face and insert it like this thing and let's see if I can. Okay, maybe this is fine. Select this part and move it, sorry, move it like this. Yeah, it is very much similar shape and maybe we need yeah, that's fine. Maybe I can keep this thing and it will work fine for me. You can also spend some time to get the better shape. Shade smooth and this is good. And apply. Okay. Now I just have to place it over here. We have 4 particles. So let me see once again the reference video. Yeah. Three receptors will work as a unit. So I have to create one, two, three, four units. Okay, let's create one first. Hide this thing and hide this thing. Okay, here. Uh, s- Go to. I have placed my cursor over here. Select the receptor. Shift S and cursor to select it. You can see over here. This is our receptor. Just move it a bit downward and a bit like over here. This is fine. Zoom it. Scale it up. Yeah, maybe this size is perfect, and I can keep this thing. Just rotate it. Let me see the rotation. Yeah, this is the rotation, and rotate it like this. And maybe I should keep it over here. Yeah, that's fine maybe. And I have to just simply duplicate this thing and duplicate it, place it over here, and duplicate it once more and place it over here. Yeah, that is our one unit, and the size, I'm going to increase the size a bit because our balls are looking much larger than the receptors. Okay, now just I have to duplicate this thing again and again. Okay, so for that, what I will do, I have to create 4 units. This is the one, and the second one will go maybe somewhere like this and move it a bit upward. Third one, I should place it over here. Okay. So I have placed all the 4 receptor sites or the units. You can see. Uh, just now, I just have to animate the balls, so it will go and attach to its respective receptors. Okay. First of all, let me select the first particle, the sphere one, and at the frame 520 to next 5 frames like 525, it should move a bit, only a bit. Like this is our sphere one, and it should be like go over here. Maybe from 525 to 550. It should be like go just like this. And other one, it should be like 555 here. This one will be 560, and it should move also a little bit like this thing. And this one at 565, it should be go like this. Add a keyframe. Okay. Now, if I have a look, you can see. Yeah, that's looking good. And now what will happen? Select the sphere one, and it will go to its own receptor, which will be like this one. This one. Okay, this thing maybe I should move it a bit downward. Okay, this is fine. Select the sphere one and give it like 30 to 40 frames, like 540. At the frame 540, it should go over here and add a keyframe. No, not the 540. Maybe at 590. Yeah, 590. It should be over here. Add a keyframe. And similarly, for the other ones like 5 600, at the frame 600, the other one should go over here. Add a keyframe. For the third one at 610, it will be like over here. Add a keyframe, and 620, the last will go to there. Add a keyframe. Now let's have a look. Okay, the starting point of every ball is much identical. I have to change things a little bit, like the frame 2, 3, and 4. They shouldn't be start at the frame 550. It should start later on, maybe 560. And if I remove this one, it should go another 5 frames, and it should go another 5 frames. Now have a look. Yeah, that's looking much better now. And after that, at the frame 335, 635, our animation is complete according to our reference video. But if we want, we can also zoom it out and bring our camera back to the normal position, and we will just simply disappear everything. So let's uh, do the thing. Okay, till now our animation is almost completed. What we have to do, let me bring everything back. Okay, now the thing is, we can also add some interesting like blinking effect over here, or if you want to add some texture on the cloth or anything like that, you can now add those things. But for the tutorial purpose, maybe everything is fine and we can go to our render settings. For that, what you have to do, simply go to the render properties, and the settings which I use, basically this is the internal anatomy animation, and this kind of X-ray effect takes a lot of time to render. Don't worry about it. Keep the noise threshold up like 0.1, 0.2, and 0.3 is will give you the same result. And the back sample I'm keeping like 256 or sometime 123 maybe. Mm. And for the denoising, I'm using the OptiX. Also, I have already set the light path value, and for the performance, I have to change it to I have to turn on the persistent data for speedy rendering. Okay, you can also fix the resolution. If you want in 4K, you can increase the resolution, set the FPS, and set the output where you want the your video. But before that, the important thing is you have to make sure you will start the render at the frame 1, and make sure you turn off the anatomy and the assets. Okay, not the assets thing. This liquid part is visible in our scene. We have to send this thing. Where is this one? Yeah, select hierarchy, select objects, and move this thing to anatomy. Okay, this is not the thing. Yeah, move it to the anatomy part. Now it should be fine. So basically, what I'm saying, you have to start the render in two parts. You will start the first scene by turning off this option. It will just simply hide everything internally from the body. And you will start from frame 1 to until animation stops. And that will be like, yeah, and that will be frame 90. Or you can say 100. Okay, so the first part of the rendering will be from 1 to 100, and then what will you do? You will stop the rendering and start the render again from frame 100 to onward, whatever you want. And by just you have to turn this option on. Okay, now the internal anatomy is there, and when the renders goes on, you can see the internal things. Also, you can add external effects over here. Like you can add blood vessels, you can add bones to give it some more interesting look. Okay. One more thing, I'm using the blue shader over here. You can change the shader color by this option. Okay. Some animation videos of the medical videos use the white color because it gives the realistic results of X-ray. But it's all depends upon your choice. Okay, I have just noticed one thing over here. These particles, they shouldn't be visible now. So for that, we can also add opacity animation like the other parts, and we can also hide it by moving them somewhere else. Let me select the particles first. These are our spheres, and yeah, they should be visible at the frame 310. But before that, they shouldn't be here. Or we can simply just select them and move it somewhere out of the camera and add a keyframe. That also a tricky way. But what I will do, I will make it, I will give it some appearing effect over here. So what I will do, I will go back to like 280 frame 280, maybe 290. Yeah, frame 290. And let me see what this thing is doing. Okay, yeah. At the frame 290, just decrease the alpha to 0. And before 290, go to the 310, add a keyframe on this value. Yeah, they are using the same material, so we have to do with only one time 290 and make it like 0. Now this is disappear. And so what is happening at the frame 290, and they start to appear, and at the frame 300 they are here in the scene, and after that they start to animate. Yeah, they're looking good. Okay, now one more thing, I'm going to simply add a simple background over here. And the most important thing, the light setup. uh, Actually, this series is already taking too much, so I will just do some simple lighting, not some cinematic look. But if you spend some time, and the lighting is the thing which will take your video to the next level. So I will recommend you to spend some time. Not like me, I'm going to start the render with the default lights. I know the quality will be somewhat low because of not proper lighting, but yeah, yeah, you have to work on it. I'm going to simply add simple background over here. And for the background texture, I'm using the blue grid because most of such videos are using with the blue grid. Or you can also use